Have you ever considered a plant-based diet? I'm struggling on the words because I have recently considered it. Until then, I had absolutely not considered it. So I'm still getting used to rolling over my tongue.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
We've created for you at the Decker team access to over 403 free episodes of the Inside Track. Everything to do with selling and buying real estate, and then really how to thrive in life, making house home, simply whole living, and building wealth, which feels kind of awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, when you say, have I ever considered a plant-based diet? I struggled with that because I am a meat lover and like vegetables, plant-based things are the food for my food. and so the vegetarians eat my food's food. and really, though, I always felt like a meal wasn't complete unless there was meat in it.
Right.
I always said that to you.
I know you did for 40 years.
And then I listened to a 17-hour book called How Not to Die from whether it be cancer, stroke, heart disease, diabetes, boom, 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 boom. And his solution for everything was?
A plant-based diet.
Exactly.
So Leah is a bit of you have more knowledge than the average bear.
I did study nutrition for a couple of years at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. Yes.
By the way, is a bear a vegetarian? I don't think so. They do eat berries.
Yes, they do. So we thought, as Leah's a realtor on the team, she knows her real estate, can help you with selling and buying, and knows a whole lot about health and food. We thought Ken and I dare not, even if this is a general show, not get too involved in this topic without some support.
Yeah. So what's some myths and misconceptions around a plant-based diet?
Well, one of the biggest myths, and I'm sure you know what it is, when someone says to you, hey, I'm a vegetarian, what's the first question that pops into your mind?
What kind of vegetarian?
Or where do you get your protein?
Yes, that is the big question.
Don't vegetables have protein in them?
They do, but not everybody knows that. So typically...
Legumes have tons of protein in them.
Yes, they absolutely do.
So you did some reading. Ken did some reading and prep for this show. No, like for life itself.
Chickpeas and beans and lentils.
That's right.
Full of protein.
Yes.
And yet you're right. That is the question I asked for several decades. Right. How do you get your protein, Leah?
So I've been a vegetarian for about 25 years now.
I know. I've known you the whole time.
Yes, I know. And over those years, that is probably the number one question that I'm asked. Well, where do you get your protein? So you're right, Ken. There's protein in so many different foods, in vegetables.
I thought it was in cheese nachos.
Well, yes.
Okay, let's not go down that road either. Because we talked about it in another episode or another segment that some things we can't absorb.
That's right.
And we can't absorb a lot of what is in our dairy products.
That's correct.
So, sorry, Ken.
So then is it harmful if you can't absorb it? Doesn't it just go whoosh right through so I can enjoy the taste?
Not necessarily.
No?
There are a lot of other things that dairy does to you too, but that's for a whole other show.
Okay.
I could talk for hours.
So let me ask you a question about plant-based cheese.
Okay, so like the faux cheese that they have
like if you go
it's not really cheese at all.
If you go to the health food store, Pizza, and they have
health food store pizza. I just got that now, and it's like, what?
But they have a pepperoni pizza that's got a cauliflower base crust. It has artificial meat. Why do they make artificial meat look like meat if you don't want to eat meat? That's what I want to know. And then it has plant-based cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, and I haven't tasted it yet. I haven't had the courage.
The one at Pizza actually isn't too bad.
Told you it was a health food store.
So there are some faux cheeses out there that are really nasty. They truly are. They don't taste anything like cheese whatsoever. They don't melt well. And then there are some cheeses that are fantastic, especially some of the newer ones that they're coming out with. Faux cheese.
It's like faux leather.
Sort of like that, yes, only you can eat it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we didn't want to eat vinyl.
but I'm not even talking about taste. Like, even if it tasted like saran wrap, what does it do for your body? Is it healthy to have faux cheese and faux turkey and faux bacon and all these things that are made out of some plants to feel and taste and even texture in your mouth to feel like meat?
Unfortunately, the answer to that isn't as easy as you'd think because it really depends on the product. There are a lot of products out there that are faux meats or cheeses that have nasty ingredients. Like you'll find the sodium's really high in a lot of them, or they have different types of oils or different things that you just don't want to have in there. Mm-hmm. And then you'll have some products that are better. The Beyond products right now are a lot better than many of the other
The Beyond
meats.
meats?
Yes.
That aren't meat.
Right. And they're not soy either. A lot of them are soy based, and some people are a little scared of soy because of the phytoestrogens that are in it.
Is that what grows?
And genetically modified soy.
Breasts? Yes.
Well, that's a bit controversial.
we are going to be assured on these 3 episodes we're going to stay controversial. There is just no ifs, ands, or buts. So what is the biggest myth beyond that there is not enough protein in the right vegetables?
I think the next biggest myth is that it's difficult. It's really not difficult to follow a plant-based diet. There's many different forms or variations of plant-based diets. You can be a vegan, a vegetarian, a lacto-ovo-vegetarian, a pescatarian. Pescatarian also includes fish. So I guess even though it's considered plant-based, there's still some...
Well, I don't agree with that.
Ken,
but
do
that's
you
just
need
me.
to be disagreeable today?
Yes, that's the show. It's all about Ken and his disagreeableness.
That's good.
So what's this new keto vegetarian thingy?
Well, keto was a thing. Well, still is a thing for a lot of people.
High fat, lots of meat.
Exactly. And so a lot of the basis for the keto diet really has some merit. And so there are some vegetarians out there who say, hey, I'd like to participate in this keto diet thing, but I don't want to eat meat. So there's a whole new group of people that call themselves ketotarians, and they follow a keto diet minus the meat.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So there's so many different things. And really, once you've made the decision that that's what you want to do, that's truly the hardest part, is making the decision about what you want to do and how you're going to follow through.
There's that big D decide.
The big D decision, that's right. So once you've made that, it's fairly easy to do. So many people nowadays are going plant-based. There's recipes everywhere you look out on the internet. There's information everywhere. There's wonderful shows on Netflix, documentaries about nutrition and plant-based diets. The most recent one is Game Changers, and it's fantastic.
Game Changers.
Yes.
There's also, I think, a movement of bodybuilders that are plant-based bodybuilders.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many people. And if you were to watch Game Changers, it highlights a lot of those. The strongest man in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, is a vegan. There are people who have been in the Olympics in various different some are runners, some are cyclists, some are swimmers, and they've been vegan or plant-based.
Well, the biggest animals in the world are vegetarians, right?
Absolutely.
So bottom line is, what's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen? Let your food be your medicine, because then you're going to need to take a whole lot less medicine that doesn't really help your body. So we're grateful that we get to grow wealth through real estate with you.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.